Hi there, it's Ryan G. Wright with DoHardMoney.com, and today we're going to talk about cap rates. How do you calculate a cap rate? You've probably heard people talking about this, and you're like, what the heck is a cap rate? Well, let me just break it down for you. A cap rate is a way that you can analyze different income properties. This could be a single-family house, all the way up to apartment complexes or mobile home parks or anything else like that. What you're basically doing with a cap rate is you're comparing apples to apples. So regardless of what type of property you're buying or what it is, what you're saying is, what are you getting out of the property if you don't have any debt on the property? So if you take debt out of the picture, what does your return look like? That becomes your cap rate. So how you do this is you take your income, the gross income you're beginning from the property, and you can do this on an annualized basis. So how much is your gross income? You minus your property management fees, you minus your maintenance, you minus your taxes, and you minus your insurance. You take all those things, and that gives you what's called your net income. Then you take your net income and you divide it by your purchase price. Now, that doesn't mean if you put money down, you're doing the purchase price, not your loan amount. That's really important, because if you can buy this property for $500,000 and this property for $400,000, but the rents on this one are less, how do you know which one is really a better deal? And this is exactly how you do it. You do a cap rate calculation, and again, it's really simple. You just take that gross income, how much you're going to make a year in rents, minus the property management, minus the maintenance, minus the taxes, minus the insurance. That's it. And then you divide that by what you paid for the property, the purchase price. That is going to give you a percentage, and that percentage is considered a cap rate. It's basically a cash-on-cash return if you took the loan out of the equation, so it equalizes properties across it, so you can have a good comparison. Now, the question really is what's a good cap rate? Well, the higher it is, the better it is. The higher it is, the better that you're going to be looking for, but the higher it is, the harder it is to find as well. And you've got to take management into consideration. Some of these that have higher cap rates are in more difficult neighborhoods, and you're going to have more maintenance and you're going to have more management that goes into it. So you've got to be careful about the neighborhoods that you're in. A lot of new investors get sucked into high cap rates and find themselves in horrible neighborhoods, and that's not a situation you want to find yourself into, because it's a very management intense, it's very expensive, and repairs can just kill you when it comes to rental properties. So what I'd like to see on a cap rate is a minimum of 5%, but my goal is 8%. Anytime you're getting into like 10%, you've got to be a little bit concerned about the property and what's going on there. But if you can get 10% or above, that's fantastic, as long as it's in a good area and it's in a good neighborhood. But 8% is where I like to see most of the deals, and I don't like to see things less than about 5%. And that can be difficult to get unless you're out there searching for off-market properties, finding deals that aren't on the MLS or multiple listing services that are listed with agents. So if you're going after those types of deals, you're going to be getting lower cap rates. But if you're going to go out there and find properties using some of the systems we've put together, like Investor's Edge and some of the softwares, then you can be finding these that have higher cap rates. As a matter of fact, you can even get a loan that does the rehab and the purchase, and then you can refinance, and you can actually see your cap rates as to what that looks like if you do the calculation. So I hope this is helpful in determining your cap rates, what are good, how to do the calculations. Make it a very profitable day, and check us out over at DoHardMoney.com.